Welcome to my channel and today's video. Here in front of me I have laid out the entire Waitrose bakery. Now I was actually placing an order with Waitrose for a couple of items for a different video, and I noticed they had 20% off on their patisserie items, and I thought, you know what, why not? Why not just order one of everything and do a full Waitrose bakery taste test? And I may possibly do a series where I try lots of different full-on bakeries, because I have seen other people do them. They do seem to be quite popular and everyone has different opinions. I've never had any of these items from Waitrose before. Some of them I don't even know if I'm going to like. So there are 3 items I am going to heat up, and everything else I'm going to eat as it is. Because there is so much of this and only one of me, it is just going to be a taste test where I take a bite. None of it will go to waste. I will probably eat most of it. Anything that I don't, friends and family will be more than happy to take off my hands. So I'm going to get a plate because this is going to be messy if I don't. I am on the floor because it's the only way I could get everything in shot and laid out so you could see it all at once rather than just taking one item at a time. I think with a video like this, it is good to just see the full array. Right, I'll be back in a minute with 2 heated croissants. Maybe I should heat the cheese twist. Yeah, I'm going to heat the cheese twist as well. I think there's only 2 savoury things here, but never mind. I've got a sweet tooth. This is just the all butter croissant from Waitrose, heated up with just some butter on it. I will always choose to eat my croissants hot. I don't really like them cold, so that is why today I'm having it hot. And I'm just going to bite straight into the middle so I can get all of that buttery goodness. It's all right. I thought it was going to be better. It's just not as nice as Lidl. I think for me, so far, a Lidl croissant is the ultimate croissant. This one, it's fine. It's just not as good as Lidl. Next, I am going to go for the Florentine. I've never ever had a Florentine. It's not something that looks very appealing to me, but I'm going to give it a go. I have nothing to compare this to, but it's very, very bland. It's all texture, very, very little taste. Again, it's not something I would get again. I'm going to go for the lemon drizzle. Yum yum. I like this. It's got good pastry layers. The lemon flavour is very tangy but not overpowering. It's really, really nice. Finally, something I like. I would have this again. Next, I have the Pano Chocolate, which I have also heated up. I think I've had Pano Chocolate maybe once when I was a teenager. It's generally not something I like, but my taste may have changed. It's all right. The pastry is flaky, but it's not as flaky as I would like it to be. And the chocolate has quite a bitter taste at first, and then it's more creamy as an aftertaste. So it's not super sweet. There actually doesn't look to be an awful lot of chocolate in there, and that might be normal for Pano Chocolate, but to me it doesn't look like there's a lot. It's not something I would get again, but as I said, it's not really my thing. I'm going to go for the Llama Gingerbread biscuit next. They had lots of different animals and an avocado. I just had to get the llama. I don't know why. It's not that I even particularly like llamas, but just something about the llama appealed. And of course, I'm going to eat the head. The gingerbread is nice, but the icing is so thick, it completely overpowers the gingerbread. And as soon as it was in my mouth, the icing there came completely away from the gingerbread. No, I'm not impressed by this, Waitrose. I was expecting better. Surely a chocolate chip cookie they cannot go wrong with. It's nice and thick and it feels quite soft. I do like it, but it needs more chocolate. It's a lovely soft texture. It's not chewy, but there's not enough chocolate chips in it, which is a real shame because if there were, it'd be a perfect cookie. Next I have what is unmistakably an almond croissant because it is covered in almonds. And again, I've warmed this up, but I haven't opened it or put anything on it. The almond flavour is good. The almonds add texture and crunch, but where are the layers, Waitrose? Where are the layers? I am pretty disappointed because Waitrose are not cheap and I really thought they would be up there, but I'm finding so far it's been pretty underwhelming. Let's see if a jam donut can save it, although to be honest, this to me, it kind of looks burnt. Barely any jam, way too overdone, very dense, very chewy. Not a good donut, Waitrose, not a good donut at all. Maybe I just got one of a bad batch, but no, I would not get that donut again. Right, since I've only got one savoury thing left, and that's the cheese twist, I think I better start getting into some of these. So I'm going to go first for their blueberry muffin. I think things like croissants, jam donuts and blueberry muffins are very good indicators of how good a bakery is because I think pretty much every single bakery does them. Nice texture, but I wonder if you can guess what I'm going to say. Waitrose, it needs more blueberries in it. It's got a very vanilla taste and that's a lovely muffin. It's moist and delicious. It just needs more blueberries. Next, I'm going to go for a brick of shortbread. I placed this order online, so I had no idea it was going to be quite this big. This is really good. I actually cannot criticise this piece of shortbread, so yay Waitrose, you've done something right. Oh, what to go for next? I'll go for the Pano Raisin. I do enjoy these. I was only getting the loose bakery items that you can get single ones of. Things in pairs I didn't go for. I mean, you can see how much I've got, or at least you could at the start. It would just have been way too much. The pastry needs to be lighter with more layers, but other than that, the taste is good, the texture is good. It does seem to have a decent amount of fruit in it. Okay, I'm looking at some things and I don't actually know what they are. Okay, this is a cherry lattice with almonds. You can see how big that hole is. And look, you can see through it. And it needs more cherry. It's got a very, very subtle cherry flavour. And it just needs more. It's nice, it's lacking flavour. Cheese twist time. I don't know why I brought through such a massive plate for the first croissant. I'm now using that plate to put all the half-eaten pastries on, but I'm going to put this one back in the oven, so I don't want to let it get too cold. There is the merest hint of cheese. I'm going to try another bite. It needs more cheese. The pastry is lovely, but it's just too bland. It's just pastry with the merest hint of cheese. I love cheese, and if I'm having a cheese twist, I want to know it's a cheese twist. This does not seem able to make up its mind what it wants to be. Right, that's the half-eaten muffin. Okay, I am going to go for a butterscotch and pecan. Yum yum. Now, I'm not a nut lover, but pecans I don't mind, and butterscotch I love. And so I thought, you know what, I'll take one for the team. It's nice, but the lemon one is actually better because I'm not really getting butterscotch. I'm just getting a sweetness and then the crunch of the pecans. I am disappointed, especially because the lemon one was so good. Lemon and Sultana Danish. The two items I'd ordered that Waitrose didn't bring were a white chocolate and lemon tart and a white chocolate chip cookie. So, to be honest, I don't think it matters. There's the merest tiny taste of lemon. Other than that, again, it's a pretty bland pastry with some fruit in. Waitrose really need to up their bakery game because I have to say the success rate is not good, and it's not a bakery I would rush to go back to. So this is their Morello cherry and almond tart. I wonder how different to their cherry and almond, whatever it was, this will taste. There's no flavour. Just no. Oh, Waitrose, what are you doing? Who is taste testing Waitrose bakery products? Does this person actually have taste buds, or have they eaten so many vindaloos in their youth to prove how hard they are that they have completely fried their sense of taste? I'm going to go for this, which is a Marlboro Bun. I'd never heard of one. Apparently it is an exclusive to Waitrose thing. I wasn't sure if you were meant to slice it open and eat it like a scone, but apparently it's more like a type of rock cake. This is super dense. I actually think it probably would be better cut open with some butter on it, because just biting into it like that, it's really heavy, and eating the whole of this, I would just feel so stodgy and full. It's nice, it's just, it's too dense for me. I prefer a fluffier bake. I'm down to the full sort of caramel type things. This is a caramel biscuit yum yum. I do want to say a big thank you to the friend who gave me this pastry board as a gift. I don't think she'll watch this, but if she does, I want her to know it's coming in extremely useful for this video as well as for making pastry. I have to say, I think this looks a bit burnt. There's no layers in this at all. It's got a good flavour, which pretty much the only thing that has from Waitrose bakery, but I think it has been overbaked and the layers are just not there, and for that reason it makes it just not as nice as I think it could be and should be. Maybe I'm just really super fussy. This is the apple crumble Danish. You see, this to me does look appetizing, and I'm just worried I'm going to be really disappointed. No layers, no taste. I got a bit of apple in that second bite, but it was completely overwhelmed by the actual pastry. So the apple flavour just gets completely lost. Chocolate and caramel muffin. Oh, okay. It's two-tone. There's a big dollop of caramel on the top, which I always like to see. This is good. There's not a lot of chocolate in it, but I'm not a big fan of chocolate flavoured cake products, so I quite like that. I think if you really like chocolate, you would be disappointed, but the toffee or caramel taste is really nice and it's not too sweet. I rate that muffin. Final item, one of my absolute favourite items from a bakery. Caramel shortbread. How I wish that layer of caramel was thicker, but to be fair, it's thicker than a lot of the ones that you get. That is beautiful. The shortbread texture is perfect, the caramel is soft and sweet, and the chocolate on top is creamy, and the flavours are balanced really, really well. I rate this. I think my item of the day is actually going to be this caramel shortbread. All in all, I am really unimpressed by Waitrose Bakery. Please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on it are. And you can let me know if that donut was burnt or not. Yeah. Quite gutted that it was not what I was hoping for, but I guess that's half the fun of doing these videos. So I'm going to go and dig out as many airtight containers as I can find to stash this lot in. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell and stalk me on Instagram at Kaz Loves Cakes. I do hope that you'll join me for the next video, but in the meantime, I'm going to say very sticky bye.